joining us now for more is Dr. Andrea Ramirez. She's the group's executive director of its Faith and Education Coalition. Dr. Ramirez, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Tell us why Education Sunday is so important.
There is a crisis happening in our public school system across the United States. The idea that students receive one type of education based off of what side of town they live in is problematic for all of us as Americans. And so we want to ensure that every child receives quality education regardless of zip code, income, or race.
Now, how many Hispanic evangelical congregations will participate this year, and can non-Hispanic churches join you?
We are expecting 2,500 churches across the United States to join us this year. And certainly we invite the whole body of Christ to join us as we lift up all of our students and stand in the gap for them to ensure that every child receives quality education.
Now, I understand that Luke 10:27 is the theme verse for Education Sunday this year. What does it mean to you to love the Lord with your whole mind?
Yes, loving the Lord with all of my mind personally is very close to my heart. The Lord illuminated that verse for me during my graduate school to help me to realize that it applies to taking tests and researching and taking notes, sitting in a classroom, that those were all opportunities to worship Him with my mind. And so it applies to inductive Bible studies, and in the same way it applies to what our respective callings are that He's placed upon our lives. It gives our earthly assignments a new meaning as we're looking for our eternal purpose, toward our eternal purpose.
And regarding the phrase, to love your neighbor as yourself, how can churches support students in their community?
Great question. Churches can really wrap their arms around their local community schools, find out what their needs are. We're hearing from pastors who are going to principals and saying, we're here, we have volunteers who are ready to serve the school, and so we want to know how we can help. Just that availability, that conversation as it happens, we'll see things where we're able to serve our local communities in unique ways that are very distinct to what their needs are in particular. We're seeing several churches host parent universities and host math nights so that they are facilitating conversations between parents who feel more comfortable with the church and also teachers and administrators in schools, really facilitating that conversation. So churches can stand in the gap in various ways, serving as reading tutors. There are countless ways, but really it's the availability for them to make themselves available, for us to make ourselves available to our local community schools.
That's great. How can our viewers connect with more information about Education Sunday or the Faith and Education Coalition?
You can find out more by going to www.faithandeducation.com, and there is information about Education Sunday. Great news that our first 10,000 households that sign up their church will receive a free 1-year subscription of Christianity Today. We've got wonderful free Bible studies and sermons. We have a scholarship contest for students whose church is participating. So there's lots to find out there on the website, www.faithandeducation.com.
And you can find the links she mentioned at our website, cbnnews.com. Dr. Andrea Ramirez, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.